The key to making lift is getting air to flow over an aerofoil. In a helicopter, you do it by spinning the rotor blades. Once the rotors get going, they whiz round at constant speed, but to generate lift, you don't change the speed. You change the angle of the blades as they rotate. Angling a blade upwards into the onrushing air increases the lift, and the effect is dramatic enough to cause takeoff.
We make more lift, we change the angle of our wings by pulling up this lever. If you look at the wings, you see them? If I pull it up, it increases the angle of them, throws more air down, makes thrust straight up, and it supports our weight. We get lighter. If we pull it up some more, you take off, and we're flying. Of course, when you pull it up, the rotors are harder to push through the air, so we need to push them harder as well. And you don't really have to worry about that because the lever does that automatically. When you pull the lever up, it also tells the engine to push harder too. Up to the normal running speed. Ready to go? Ready. Follow me through. Okay, I've raised the lever quite a lot. Yeah. If you look outside of the glass, you can see in the air it's blowing down. Yeah. That's making us quite light, and we're very close to taking off. And the controls are starting to work. Yeah. Yeah. All the controls are active. Yeah. If I come a little bit lighter, look out ahead, feel with the left hand as I come up a little bit. Boom.
Yeah.
Airborne.
You could barely feel the lever move.
That's right. That's effortless, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a fundamental law in physics that if you push an object or a gas or a liquid in one direction, the object doing the pushing will go in the other. And this is how helicopters work. The pilot has a lever on the left called the collective pitch. When that lever is pulled, the aerofoils tip up at the front and increase the lift, and this drives air downwards, and as a result, the helicopter goes the other way.
This cubic meter of air weighs about 1.25 kilos. It's quite heavy, really. If you think about that, a litre of water weighs 1 kilo. So that's quite a big mass to chuck around. So we throw, with our wing, we throw cubic meters of air, 1.25 kilo chunks of air, down.
Get up.
And that gives us lift and supports us.
Looking at a rotor in slow motion, the smoke pattern shows air being forced downwards. The pressure difference above and below the blade that produces lift also causes this downdraft. As air rushes down, an equal and opposite force pushes the rotors up, so a helicopter flies.
There's no movement at all. It just feels very still.
Yeah, it's a magic carpet.
It's like dancing.
It is wrong to associate floppiness with lack of strength. You've got both. The rotor needs to be able to flex up and down, backwards and forwards and in twist, and it is allowed to do so. But the structure and the materials are designed such that that can happen, but the rotor is still very, very strong indeed.
Just because something looks flimsy, it doesn't mean it's weak. If you want to suspend a heavy weight, you need something that's strong in tension. During a flight, rotor blades are under a huge amount of tension, a force many times the weight of the helicopter, so you need lengthwise strength in the blades. And the body of the helicopter is kept suspended in the air by the tension in the rotors.
Same height.
Am I?
You are standing right now. You can look around, you can see how the perspective changes.
Yeah.
Be aware of all around you, how level you are. Holding the height, hold the height. Okay, that's good. Nothing too wild.
No, just gentle.
Perfect.
We're hovering.
Yes, you are. So you're holding the height.
Yeah.
How easy is that?
Very.
Yeah?
Yeah. As long as I don't have to think about anything else.